So now I feel extra confident in my surgery, and I think with any medical decision, it's important to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Good Thursday morning, everyone. I am honestly having a rough morning. My neck is hurting quite a bit, probably due to the cold and also going to the movie theaters last night. But yes, I still think the ketamine is helping, and I'm grateful because I'd be worse off if I hadn't gotten it. And the Toradol injection was in my left hip this time, and my left hip is doing well, so I'm thankful for that. But my feeding tube also gave me issues this morning. When I woke up, it felt like it wasn't in quite right. I guess the best way I could describe it is loose. So I checked the balloon, and 3 milliliters of water had leaked out in a short amount of time. And I'm kind of concerned because it's losing more water more rapidly. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, just check out this video. So it might need to be changed, although typically it's not time for a routine tube change because I haven't had it that long, but I also only have this tube for a little over a week, so I don't really want to go in to get it changed before my surgery. However, it was also very difficult for me to flush it this morning, but right now it feels secure and not loose anymore because I fixed the content in the balloon. Feeds are running, so I'm glad everything's working. And anyways, my mom is coming to pick me up because I have 2 appointments today. I have an appointment with my rheumatologist this morning. We're going to go over the imaging results, the MRI with and without contrast I got of my neck. We're going to go over my neuropathy and how we're going to proceed forward with that, and then also talk about the bracing evaluation I had at Heiner Clinic because my rheumatologist is the one who sent me there. Then this afternoon, I'm seeing my surgeon again. I don't have to see him again, but he encouraged me to come back if I had more things I wanted to discuss, and I do have more questions. I'd also just feel more comfortable if I saw him one more time before surgery, so that's the plan for today. We are on the way, and this morning, Mom, remember when I was a little kid, you would heat up my clothes in the dryer? Yeah. When it was cold in the mornings? Yeah. I was thinking about that. Well, I will be getting some x-rays done while I'm here. Had a great rheumatology appointment, got a lot of information and a lot of more imaging, more x-rays, and he is not done tweaking my treatment plan yet, but he doesn't want to add in too much at once, so slowly adding things in. Right now we are at my surgeon's office, but we're early, so thankfully we have a little bit of time to relax before the next appointment. So we put on before okay, so I am home, worn out.
I am awake.
Yeah, just awake. It's cold in here, and I turned the heater on before we left so all the dust would run off while I wasn't here, and he said it's broken, but it flipped the breaker. Are we just not gonna have heat this winter?
I guess not. No heat.
So anyways, my mom, when she was living with us a few months ago, she spilled coffee one day. She said she spilled coffee.
But in reality, I mean, the trajectory of where these stains ended up, I mean, it's more likely she spiked it. She probably just was like, coffee!
It went off like a grenade. There was splatters everywhere, and we're still finding some.
Up here, up on the wall. She says she's got all of them, but you can see the stains
there's
there.
Some on the ceiling.
And there's
some
one
in the
right there.
Dining room. We don't know how this is possible. So anyways, when we got home, my mom's carrying stuff, and I just hear her go, "Ay!" And I was like, "What?" And then I say she spilled more coffee. I was like, "Again." Anyway, we just thought it was funny. We were laughing, but my mom's just gonna like christen our house with coffee.
Yep, she is.
And we don't even drink coffee, so my mom's like, "It's not mine. You're the only one who drinks coffee here." Okay, so we flipped the breaker back for the heater.
Something else is wrong with it.
I'll call maintenance. That's not good.
That's all good.
Hippo, you're the only one who's gonna enjoy the freezing cold house. All right, I am in this cute outfit, and magic's gonna happen. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Pajama time.
With some pig
Your sister
slippers.
got me these. They're
Piglet
awesome.
slippers.
Very warm.
That's good, because it's very cold. Winter is here. Winter
is coming. It has
the White Walkers are here.
Well, we gotta say our goodbyes to Judd for just a few days. He's going to Orlando for the weekend, but I'm staying because I have stuff to do, like pre-surgical testing tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
I will miss you, babe.
Miss you too.
Well, y'all, 2 appointments back to back and quite a bit of time in the car has left me... I need to take a break. So I'm going to take that break and then I will update y'all. So both appointments went great. At my rheumatology appointment, we got the MRI results, which looked good. My doctor did take some x-rays of various joints and those did show some damage, nothing overly alarming. It's just to be expected with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But that gives us even more reason to get the braces. So I am getting quite a few braces, but they're not to be worn all the time, only at certain times. For example, if one of my joints is giving me more issues than usual, or I've just subluxed it, the brace will give it more stability to recover from that. And I'm supposed to use them for certain activities like physical therapy. The braces will help keep my joints more stable and safer through that activity. So they're only to be worn at certain times for pain, safety, stability. We're just trying to prevent as many subluxations and dislocations as possible to prevent more damage from occurring. He was also a big proponent of the custom AFOs. After his examination, he found that I have partial foot drop, so I can bring my feet back a little bit, but not all the way. And when you take a step, your foot should be up like this for clearance, but mine doesn't do that because of nerve damage, and it contributes very much so to my falling. So he thinks the AFOs are going to be great for safety and preventing falls, and it'll also help with my ankle instability. And these are actually something I'm going to be wearing as often as possible when I get them. Next week, I go back to Heiner Clinic and I'm going to give them all of the prescriptions and documentation my rheumatologist gave me so they can start running the process through insurance. And I think I'm also going to be casted for my custom AFOs at that appointment. Surgeon consult also went really well. I am so glad I went back, even though I didn't absolutely have to. I just wanted some clarification specifically on the technique he's going to use to place my J-tube. And what he's doing is called a Rowan Y procedure. The best way I can explain it is that he's gonna make like a chimney into my small intestine, and if all goes well, I should be able to do my own tube changes, or at the very least, they'll be easier to do, no sedation required. I also wanted to know specifically what type of tube was going to be placed in my J stoma. For my G stoma, the surgeon's going to remove the GJ, and we want to place the AMT Mini 1 balloon button. And my home healthcare company actually sent it to me in my size. And then for my J stoma, AMT makes a dangling tube, and that's what we want to use for initial placement because they tend to be better for tract healing and stoma healing, and then later we would switch it to a button. But these are the tubes we want to use during surgery. However, we just found out that the hospital itself has to approve the AMT tubes, so they are working on that process for me. And if y'all remember, I had a rep from AMT come visit me recently. She's also helping in that process, which is awesome. So now I feel extra confident in my surgery. And I think with any medical decision, it's important to make yourself as comfortable as possible, whether that's going back to the surgeon to confirm little details or getting yourself some new special pajama pants for the occasion. Whatever it takes, you know, this is my body, my life. I want to be comfortable, and I totally am. I just hope that my current feeding tube makes it to the 15th. Fingers crossed. Hey y'all. Well, I just had a moment of weakness, I guess you could say. Even Harlow's like, are you okay? So my Kate Farms formula was delivered, and they come in these boxes. And to open it, you gotta like peel out the side, and then get the formula out. My hands are not working very well, and I cannot open this. And I got so frustrated, I literally like screamed and made a sad attempt to throw the box away from me, and Harley was like, what's going on? I wanted to share that to let y'all know that it's okay to get frustrated and have a moment when you need to. My joints are hurting, my hands have more numbness and tingling than usual today because of the weather, and this isn't happening. Thankfully, I do have some formula bottles out, like 2. But I called my mom and she said she'll come help me open them tomorrow because I have so many to unpack, but having moments is okay. And it's expected because we are human. And we have pooches to cheer us up. So the formula has to be packed tight like that to keep it safe through shipping, but don't get me wrong, Kate Farms has been amazing. It's been a formula that my body accepts really well, and I'm thankful for that. But anyways, frustrating moment over. These pillows finally came in. They are the pillows to go in these decorative pillowcases, so I'm gonna put them on the bed. Look how funny, they're all like rolled up and the air is suctioned out. When the box came in for them, I was like, that cannot hold our pillows. It seemed too small, but I bet when I open it, it's gonna go. Okay, I wanted to open them on camera because I think it's gonna be funny. What is this, hippo? Alright, careful, I don't want it to like bump you in the face. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be. Why is this so funny to me, Harlow? I feel like this is when you make a joke that no one else understands, but you thought you were so hilarious that you can't stop laughing at the lame joke you made. Why are you so excited? We're a pair, aren't we? Alrighty, y'all. My vision for our bedroom is coming together. So I was thinking of getting a decorative pillow in the center, and I really like the maroon in the decorative pillow, so I was gonna get a throw blanket that kind of complements that, and then maybe some maroon sheer curtains to put on this second rod for decoration. Oh no, we'll see. I am in bed and my body is definitely ready for sleep and heating pads. I was just watching the news and this storm going up the East Coast is serious. I am praying y'all can stay safe through the crazy weather. And speaking of crazy weather, it snowed in North Florida. So I can't even fathom what y'all up north are dealing with. My thoughts are with you. Harlow's too. With Judd not here this weekend, she is going to be very happy and comfortable on his side of the bed. She already claimed his pillow. You're adorable, hippo. And with that, I will say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.